Hey friends, so welcome back. I am working through the 12 days of Christmas using my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit and incorporating the Scrap Squad 12 days of scrap lifts. And I thought I'd show you what I'm going to be working on today. This is the Scrap Squad scrap lift for today. It's December 3rd. We have a background piece of paper, 3 color strips in the middle that are scuffied up a little bit, big fun embellishment photo in the middle, and a title over here. Now today, the thing that's interesting is I don't have a photo yet. I'm scrapping this actually in November, and we haven't done any of the Christmas stuff yet. So I've scrapbooked December 1st and 2nd with Christmas photos I had of my son in Christmas jammies, but I do not have anything else besides that. So what I do this time of year is, if I am doing this, I'm doing this the day after Thanksgiving. This is what I'm filming. In this kind of situation, I will just go for it. And then when it gets really busy during the holiday hustle and bustle, I can pop a photo right on it. So what I thought I would do, and this doesn't make a huge amount of sense, but I'm using the Oh What Fun collection by Pink Fresh. And I actually do not really like the peach tone in it. So I thought I would make myself use it so that, yeah, I use it. But, you know, sometimes you can grow to like something if you just give it a chance. So I thought I would do that. So I'm going to use this for my background. This page is called Christmas Gifts. And I already actually used this side already. So I have 2 of each. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to use this print, which is called Season of Joy. And the back, yeah, that's just too busy to use all at once. I think I'm going to use a strip of this right here. I've done that before on another layout when I needed something to calm down. And so I'll use a strip of this. And on the other side of that, I think I'm going to use a strip of this that is mostly the green and peach. So maybe like this strip right here for my other side. So I'm going to get these pieces cut out. I'm going to pick out my embellishments, get the strips put in the middle and kind of scuffy them up a little bit like we saw in our inspiration piece, and I'll be back in a minute. Hey friends, so I'm taking a look at this, and I went ahead and slapped my iPad right here because I know I won't remember to put the scrap lift up here. So fine. So I don't have anything attached down. I'm just starting to make my cluster. They had a really gorgeous big wreath, but hey, I've got this little fella, so I'm going to stick that there. I do like this little cityscape. When I look at this girl on the bike, it makes me feel like somebody's running around the city. Now this 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece I have here, I'm going to put a 4 by 4 photo when I have the event, which I don't even know what the event is, but it's going to be a good one. I'm going to put the 4 by 4 there. That's why I cut that out at 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I will have a nice white-ish block. Now, I have zero fear of pattern whatsoever. And I know that I get a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, you used so many patterns on one paper, but it worked out and yada, or on one layout. So no exception here. This looks like white space to me, even though it's a white grid, and that is fine. Okay. So what I'm looking at next, see this spot right here where there's the title? I think I'm going to do this. It says love this time of year, so kind of like how it says Christmas wishes there. And since I know this is kind of shimming over this way, I think I'm going to make sure to push some of this going opposite day. So I can put this down here, and I will go ahead and use this nice grid line to line that up, because why the heck not? Okay, so I'm going to do that. Let me get these pieces attached down. I know I want to put this Joy Love piece up on some foam, as well as this Oh What Fun. Then I'm going to figure out what my title is from these great pieces right here. So December Days might be good, because I do love all the blue on this. I think it's going to be December Days. So let me get those things on there, and I'll figure out what other fun bits and pieces we get to use next. All right, so I have most of this attached down. I decided to change out my die cut, my Oh What Fun die cut, to this Oh What Fun die cut. I was going to use it my last layout, and I did not use it, and it was already popped up on foam, and it's bringing in some of that navy blue. Now I saw that there's a little tiny cluster down here So this is one of these handy dandy cardstock stickers. So let's go ahead and make a little cluster down in this area. I think that would be fun to bring it down just a bit. Now that will be the very bottom piece, of course. And I did like this little navy blue word. It reads cheers because it's bringing the navy into a third spot. So I want to make sure that gets on there. I have a tiny little strip of foam adhesive. Hey guys, by the way, I just got these new scissors from Tuesday morning and I am sincerely digging them even more than my handy dandy Fiskars. The reason why is they're a little bit chubbier in the handle area, and I know it has nothing to do with the layout, but here we are. And I don't know, it just has a better hand feel. So next time I go to Tuesday morning, I really hope that they still have them because they had a few pairs when I was there. Because yeah, I'm in transition apparently in my scissors. It's true. So I have this little cheers word, and I think I would like that to go there. I obviously need something there. Still obviously need my photo. Now a part of this scrap lift has the wood buttons, and I just happen to use the wood buttons, or I have them. And now you know how I said I didn't dig this peach? It's growing on me. I promise you it is growing on me like crazy, because once you start putting the other stuff, it starts working. So let me go ahead. Oh gosh, I have adhesive weird stuff everywhere. And I didn't know when I ordered these little double-sided adhesive dealios that they're supposed to actually go in a dispenser. Who would have thunk? So I'm just using them out of the box because I do not want another dispenser unless I find it for the cheap. All right, so I have this cute little button. And do I want to put it over here? I can put it over there. It's kind of picking up that color just a tiny bit too much. I'm not going to worry about it. All right, anything else in that slight peachy tone? This one is, I figure I should use whatever I can in those tones because it's the hardest color for me to use from this collection. So why not kind of press myself with it? Now this one just has kind of like a poinsettia little feel to it. Now where can I put this? I know I need one over there. What's my third one gonna be? I do like this little potted Christmas tree. That is cute. That is cute, and it's the strongest one with that peachy tone. So I guess I'm gonna have 3 of the big ones on this one. So I guess, oh, yeah, apparently it's sticking up like that. This all feels like one part of a cluster, this and this. So let me maybe bring those 2 clusters together. I would like that. And then we're gonna get this little potted Christmas tree. And guys, do not chuck these little foamy bits that are left over. And I know I'm supposed to be using them, but I'm not going to. Don't chuck them. You can use those for foam adhesive on your next projects. I don't like to use them on these wood buttons because it's already so dimensional that it's a bit much, but definitely get your use on. All right, that one's kind of there. So I'm going to see how they're kind of on an angle in our scrap lift. I'm going to kind of work with that same vibe. Okay, sticky dots done for now with that. Now what? We need more things. We need things. I do have these from, I think these were from, oh gosh, I'm saying a Kit Club in my head that you don't hear. Felicity Jane, but color vibe, not what I'm doing on this one, and that is fine. All right, let's see what ones come in. I also have, this is puffy. I can bring in a couple of the puffies from here. Let's do that. I have this peachy one, peachy corally one, which, you know, I've been kind of doing the peachy corally thing. Actually, that would be good there as some of the clustery stuff I have to do on that. Is there any more of that color? I mean, I know cozy is, but we're not going to bring in another title because we already have some other word bits. You know what I also have to do? We have to give this just a little bit of liquid adhesive so it'll actually stay, because these little fellas don't like to stay. They don't. They think they want to stay, but then they don't stay. So what I think I'm going to do to finish this off, aside from I'll grab a couple enamel dots, I really like these Tim Holtz Ideology Holiday Talk words. They're metallic stickers, and they're white with gold and black with gold. Hello, Blue. Blue just walked in to say hello. We'll go ahead and put a word there, and then since I have the gold on here, that's going to give me a nice little license to go ahead and use my favorite gold mist, which is the Jen Hatfield Gold Mist. So being pretty generic about this, I have Joy to the World. I'm going to put on Remember This. I mean, and this is the kind of thing that's really great for when you're just like taking a picture of your ornament, or this year I have a bunch of holiday gnomes. So, you know, that kind of stuff you can sneak in like that. So I have this one here. I'll put one over into this cluster under my Ho Ho Ho. I did add the Ho 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 washi. Is it on my desk? Is it? Yeah. The washi I am working with. I put together a little kit to work from, because anytime I work from a kit, I end up using way more of that. So I started with the Pink Fresh Collection stuff and added just a few other things. Okay, so we have Joy to the World, Remember This, and I need something small up in that. I can do the word joy. That's good. And I can put that right up there. So that's fun. Now, what I need to do next / last is just get some enamel dots, or do I want, I think gems. I think gems, because I have gems and I have adhesive glitter. So let's see. I don't think I have any gems in any of these peachy shades though. I'm gonna look, just because it's such a specific color palette. See, that's going almost pink. Let me see what it looks like on camera. I don't know if you can tell the difference, but that is looking pretty, like the big ones look really pink. The smaller ones, I can almost get away with it. Now, clearly I've never used them. They're from Park Lane, which I think is the Joann's line, but I think Park Lane is all made by American Crafts. If any of you guys know the answer to that, I know their paper pads are. Does it say? Just says 2018, distributed by Joann Stores LLC. I don't know. All right, so let's go ahead. In some of these little connecty spots, I'm gonna put, so I have this cluster, this whole thing in my world is a cluster. I had that. Oh, wanna make sure to put that low enough that we can read the Remember This, and then one over here. So yeah, that pale color is small enough for some reason that it's letting me still use it. The bigger ones have a lot more, I don't know, pigment. Okay, so I have those, and those are kind of cool. They're like faceted, almost translucent enamel dots. I'm sure that's really a word. I've got red, and yeah, that red's pretty good. I like to use things I've already used bits of if I can. Oh look, I'm in that same Park Lane. I guess I hit some kind of a clearancey something, and I kind of like the faceted. I have that, and then what else? I'm looking, I'm all excited that I had something in that peachy tone though. So I could do some little green guys. That might be a way to get some of the little green ones used, or should I use, yeah, I'll use this because we started it. We have something opened in this package. So I know I used that size, and so I'm sure it would hurt nothing for me to use one slightly smaller. And we will do the same thing here, slightly smaller, but we're bringing in that nice green. Oh, you know, I have the green up there, so I want to bring the green down there. Bringing it across, that one's done. And now let's see, how about just coming up? So we're bringing some of that nice green shade in, and then I think the red. in this same Park Lane. I want to make sure though that it's not getting too cherry red, which I actually love cherry red, but this does lend itself slightly into the more orangey shade, but I think we're just gonna have to deal. I think if I use the next biggest size, it will work. So I'd like to go on that seam. I have this. Oh, I could do that. So I have a nice little visual triangle and they are pretty, pretty, pretty. Now these I have like that. So I'm gonna go up. And you know, I don't get too caught up in like the biggest one, then the medium, then the smallest. I just generally am the boss of me and I just go for it. That's how that works. And now this is a much bigger visual triangle. So what is that called? God, I sucked at geometry. Is it like the isosceles triangle or something like that? I don't know. I don't know. This doesn't matter in this situation. So now I just need to get, oh gosh, I found another one of these sticky squares. They are everywhere. I need to get my Jen Hadfield Gold Mist. I need to get my handy dandy mixed media splatty box. And what's cool about this, I don't even have to cover my photo this time. So when I say my Jen Hadfield Gold Mist, it's this one. And you can still pick it up at Not Just for Boys Kit Club in the a la carte section. Actually, this Pink Fresh Studios Christmas line, I actually picked up that from the same store in like November, I believe. I like when they get extra collections in the store because, I don't know, I guess it's fun because it's my kit club, right? But I also get to get things that aren't just in that kit. I don't know. This is a situation where I'm making more is more sound good in my head. All right. Also, I was going to tell you, one of the reasons why I really dig this mist is you can get really nice big splatty bits, if that's your thing. I mean, you can be careful and make them smaller, but I love me some big splatty bits. I think they're really pretty. All right, friends, that is it for today. This is for the 12 Days of Christmas with Kathy Feigel's group, as well as the 12 Days of Christmas Scrap Lifts with Scrap Squad. All right, any questions or comments? You leave them down below. I will get back to you. Yikes! Moving my camera around as soon as I possibly can. And I will be back tomorrow with the same series, you know, the 12 Days of Christmas, both of them. But I also have a challenge accepted. Not a challenge, I have, okay. I also have, what do I have? This is for my challenge accepted stuff. And then what do I have next? Oh, I have a Not Just for Boys Kit Club design team layout to do coming up. Geez, I have got to get cracking. I feel so behind. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And I'll leave the links to everybody who is playing along with this. Keely from Scrap Squad is also doing the 12 Days of Scrap Squad Scrap Lifts, along with Scrappy Kathy and I. Okay, that's really it. Bye, friends.